Hey guys, so today I'm doing a gradual tan review, and it's quite an in-depth one in that I did this as a sort of little research project, and I was doing like one on my right arm, one on my left, one on my right foot, one on my left, and then I was looking at the smell, how quickly they dried, how easy they were to use, whether they were kind of patchy or not, and I put it all into my little spreadsheet, and now I have the results. So there are maybe 8 gradual tans here, so hopefully this will be some useful information for you. I know it has been for me. The first one is the Dove Summer Glow Gradual Tan, this one, and this one is the medium to dark, but I used the light one first, and I put that on my right arm. It did dry fast, it was moisturising, that's one of the things I looked at. There's a nice smell, it was a nice colour when it developed, but it was a little bit patchy. This one is £2.49. And I also put down what the Boots website reviews were like, because they're pretty good, a pretty good test of what everybody thinks, you know, so it's not just kind of my opinion. They gave it a 3.5, so that was pretty interesting. So everything was okay, apart from the fact that it went a little bit patchy. But then I tried this one, which is the medium to dark skin, Dove Summer Glow, again on my right arm, and everything was the same except that this one was less patchy, which I thought was really bizarre, being as this is medium to dark. You would think that that would be more patchy. However, it seems everybody on the Boots website agrees with me, because they gave this a 5 out of 5, so that's kind of weird. The other thing was, I actually was watching a video yesterday by Sharon Farrell, worth a look if you haven't had a look, she's really good. And she was saying the same thing about, I can't remember which brand, but another tanner, where she said she found the light one streaky, but the medium one, medium to dark, not so streaky. So yeah, it's obviously not just me. So that's a good one. The next one I tried was the Vita Liberata Gradual Build Self Tan. The first thing I would say is that this one comes in the Gradual Tan. This is the untinted one, and it also comes in one called Untinted Self Tan. And there, to me, is no difference between the two, absolutely no difference. I am going to do this same process on self-tanners, because obviously that's kind of a different category than gradual tanners, and I will discuss that other one more then. But this is the Warm Silk and Sun Gradual Build Self-Tan in Light. I don't think there is an option for dark, but this is the one in light. I put this on my right arm. It did dry fast. It wasn't moisturising, that's the one thing about this. If you're looking for moisturising, this wasn't very moisturising at all. There's absolutely no smell, so that's a good thing if you don't like self-tanner smell. It was a nice colour and it didn't streak at all, so that was a really good result from that. The price was not so good on this one. This is £17, so that's quite expensive obviously. And the Boots website gave this a 5 out of 5, so that's a pretty good score. I mean, that's kind of a perfect score, isn't it? So people obviously love this. It's quite a good little pump nozzle here as well, which is nice. So that's the Vita Liberata Gradual Build Self Tan. The next one I tried was the Garnier Gradual Tan. That's one that I don't have here. Unfortunately, I got rid of some of these. I completely forgot I was doing this video. And I used the one in Deep on my left foot, and what I said about that one was that it didn't dry fast, it was very tacky, so that's a bit of a problem for me. That's something that really bothers me. I need something to dry fairly quickly. So it didn't. It was moisturising, yes, it was very moisturising, obviously that was part of the reason it didn't dry so fast. The smell was apricot, which if you like that smell then that's fine. I don't mind the self-tanner smell, and I actually didn't like the apricot smell. It was bothering me for some reason, which is why I didn't keep it. The colour when it developed was quite nice, and it was patchy, so not a great result in the patchiness. However, it did get a 5 out of 5 on the Boots website, whether or not it's just maybe the way I applied it, or I mean I did put it on my feet, and my feet are difficult to get a smooth tan on, I must admit. There's not very many tans that I can get to look smooth unless I have a really light one. So I did use the one in Deep, so that may be being a little unfair, and like I said, it did get a 5 out of 5 on the Boots website, so I'll leave that up to you. The cost was £3.57, so that's pretty good cost. And like I said, if you're looking for something, if you like the apricot smell and you're looking for something really moisturising, this is probably a really good one for you. Next I used the Palmer's which is this one, Palmer's Cocoa Butter Formula Natural Bronze Body Lotion. This only comes in one choice, there's not like a light or dark. I used this on my right foot, and under whether it dries fast or not, I've put medium, so it wasn't an instantly dry fast one, but it wasn't one that hung around too long. It was one that I was quite happy with actually. I didn't mind too much. So it meant that it is moisturising, it's a little bit moisturising, but it doesn't hang around too long, so it's not too tacky. You don't have to wait ages before you put your clothes on, so that was pretty good. The smell, I like the smell, and the smell is more or less like the Palmer's Cocoa Butter Body Lotion, so if you like that, chances are you'll like this. A little bit more dusty smelling, but not that typical self-tanner smell, so that one is good. Colour when developed was nice, but it's very, very light. And this one didn't go patchy or streaky at all, and I put this one on my right foot, so that's a really good result. I was really pleased with that, and that's why I've kind of kept this one. I will use this one again. The cost is £5.35, so that's really good. And on the Boots website, it came out as a 4.5 for this one. And again, that's a really good result. So this would be one I would say, if you like the smell of Palmer's Cocoa Butter, then this will be a good choice for you. If you like the pump dispenser, which I do, that's a good choice. It's a good price, so if you're looking for something not too expensive. And if you're looking for a nice light colour, then this would be a good choice as well. The next one I tried was the Marks & Spencer's Gradual Tan. Now you guys know that I love the Marks & Spencer's Self Tanner, so this is the Gradual Tanner. And this one I used on my arms, I used on both of my arms. It does dry fast, but it is moisturising, which is great. I like the smell, I really like the smell, but it is a little bit tanny smelling, so this might not be one for you if you don't like the tan smell. It definitely smells when you put it on, and it definitely smells when it develops. It's not overpowering, it's no different to, you know, some of the usual ones with the smell, but it does have that, so I do need to let you know that. Lovely colour, no patchiness, no streakiness whatsoever, but it is extremely light. So if you're looking for something that's really, really, really light, like this is the lightest one out of all of them, I would say, then this would be the one for you. Like I said, it's moisturising, it's cheap, it's £5. I think it's actually on offer still at the moment for £3.50, but usually it's £5. So I think that's a really good price. You get 200ml in here. Obviously there's no review on the Boots website because you can't buy it in Boots, you can only buy it from Marks & Spencer's, but other reviews I've read have been as good, so that's a good choice. The next one I tried was the Utan Deluxe Gradual Tan. I've had this one for a while actually. This is the one by Michelle Moan, the lady that makes the bras, what are they called? Ultimo bras, that's it. She created this, and this one has got body sculpting technology, whatever that is, and this one's called Miami Beach. So what have I said about this one? I used this on my left arm and my right foot, apparently. It does dry fast. It is moisturising. There's no smell at all. Again, this is another one with no smell whatsoever. Nice tan. And what else did I say? No streakiness at all. These get a 5 out of 5 on the Boots website, and I say these because there is a face one, a body one, and there's not a gradual one. You know, there's a proper tan one, and they all get 5 out of 5 on the Boots website. So these have had rave reviews, and I absolutely love it. The only problem with it is the cost. It is expensive. This one is £12. I suppose that's not too expensive, but when you think you can get a gradual tanner from Boots for sort of £3 or £4 and it's as good, then it is expensive. But if you're looking for something with no smell, and like I said, it's got this body sculpting. Let's see if it says what it is. Advanced formulation contains tanning complex, wild indigo flower, rainforest extracts, designed to improve the appearance of the skin for smoother, firmer contours. I haven't noticed anything different in that respect using this, but I'm not somebody that uses kind of firming body creams and that kind of thing, but it's a really good tan anyway. What's next on the list? Next is Johnson's Gradual Tan. Again, I don't have them, but I did have the one in light and dark. I used the light one on my left arm and the dark one on my right arm. For dries fast, I've said medium, and they were moisturising, so that was really good. The smell, I've put dusty. They both smelt really just like dusty to me, as if they'd been sitting on the shelf for a long time, so that kind of put me off a bit. The colour when it developed was really nice, really lovely colour. And there was a little bit of patchiness for me. I've put yes on the light one and a little on the dark one. So this is another one of those where the darker one was less patchy than the light one. So that's something maybe to consider when you're buying it. Even if you're pale skinned like me, it might be worth trying the medium to darker one first, because they seem to be less patchy. Funny enough, the same results on the Boots website for the Johnson's Gradual Tan Light, it got a 2 out of 5, and then for the darker one it got a 4.5 out of 5. So I think obviously other people are experiencing that as well, and it's £5.10, so it's a good price. So the next one is the Tropez Everyday Body Moisturiser in light to medium, and I'm sort of wishing I'd have got the medium to dark in this one, because I've had it before, but I was loving the Gradual Tanners so much that I thought I'd go for the light to medium. And it's a little bit of laziness, I suppose, but the Gradual Tanners that I was finding was so much easier to just throw on after a bath, and I can use it more often rather than having to kind of plan to put on a self tanner. By plan I mean having to remember to exfoliate, having to put the gloves on or get a brush or a mitt or whatever, and then doing it when you're not going out, so you know you're not going to be putting clothes on or shoes on straight away, that kind of thing. Whereas with Gradual Tanner, I seem to be able to just put it on straight after the bath, almost as a moisturiser, and it was great. And it is great for that, but like I said, there's barely any colour in this. It's very moisturising, which not an awful lot of them are, surprisingly. I expected to get a lot of moisture from Gradual moisturisers, but not all of them are. But this one is definitely moisturising. There's a lovely smell, but it is that typical Tropez smell, which I think is, you know, quite a tanny smell. Lovely colour when it develops, but not very dark. That's it. Very, very light. This is another one. I would say this is the lightest, and then this is the lightest next to that. It's a very light colour, but it's a colour that's not streaky, no patches at all, and it faded evenly, so that was good. But this is very expensive as well. This is £14.39. And on the Boots website this got a 4.5 out of 5, so again rave reviews, but like I said, it's very expensive, I guess just because of the Tropez name, and all of those products are fairly expensive, aren't they? So that's that one. So that's all of the Gradual Tanners that I tried. So let me have a look. I would say if you are looking for something that has no smell, if that's kind of your thing, you want something with no smell, then these two would be a good choice for you. This one is the Vita Liberata, this one is the Utan. They have absolutely no smell whatsoever. If you're looking for something that gives really good moisture, then these would be good. This is the Marks and Spencer's one and the Tropez. And these are also good if you're looking for something with barely any colour. If you're looking for a really light colour, then these would be good choices for you. Let me see, if you're looking for something that's really inexpensive, then this Dove Summer Glow one and also the Johnson's Gradual Tan and the Garnier one, they would both be really good, because they're all sort of around about the £5 range. If you're looking for something that smells nice, then I would say go for the Garnier Gradual Tan. That's the one that smells of apricot, or this one that smells of cocoa butter. What else would you be looking for? If you're looking for something that dries fast, then this is probably the one that dried the fastest, and after that would be the Marks and Spencer's one, I think. So I think that kind of gives you a pick of everything, I hope. Anyway, hopefully that will meet everybody's needs. It was a really interesting experiment for me, actually, and you can see the ones that I've sort of kept, and the ones that I haven't. Like I said, I didn't keep the Garnier one because the apricot smell was bothering me. I didn't keep the Johnson's one because it was going patchy on me, even though I know a lot of people swear by Johnson's Holiday Skin. And I think after I've used these up, the ones that I will repurchase, I will definitely go back to Marks and Spencer's one because it's inexpensive and it works and it's light. I may go back to this one just because I like the smell, and it's also quite light and non-patchy. And I think that's it, to be honest, because I do love my Marks and Spencer's self-tanner. So I'm going to do another video like this on self-tanners, because obviously these are just Gradual Tanners and I don't use these on my face. These are not ones I use on my face because I like a little bit more colour on my face and neck. So I will do another video like this. So if this was useful for you, please do give me a thumbs up so I know that you like these kind of videos where I've done, you know, a little bit of research and tested them. And anything else, if there's anything else you want to know about these tanners that I haven't covered, then do please stick it in the comments below and I will definitely try and answer it as best I can. And hopefully we'll have the weather that will warrant us putting on some a little bit of colour so that we can get our flesh out because it's not really been very good lately, has it? Well, not here in Scotland anyway. So best of luck with your gradual tanning, and thanks very much again for watching today, and I'll see you all again soon.